Hello, good day and welcome to Elena Vin. I would like to appreciate my fans for your constant support. Today we'll be talking on a very vital issue that has to do with common mistakes couple make um, after reconciliation. Some certain mistakes couple makes after reconciliation. It is very eminent that after an affair, after some sort of troubles in relationship, and the couples reconcile, there is always trust issues. You have your fears, you have your worry, you feel paranoid because you have this constant reminder that your partner has cheated on you, but you've reconciled. But do you know why after the reconciliation it is very difficult for you to move on, for you to have healthy relationship afterwards? It's because there are certain mistakes you make. It could be you, it could be the partner. Most times, 90% of the time, it comes from the innocent partner. You make these mistakes not knowing they are mistakes. You feel you are being protective of your partner. Oh, I don't want this thing to happen again. I don't want him to feel like, I don't want her to feel this way. Now we'll be looking at some of those common mistakes. The first of those mistakes is you sweep the matter under the carpet. It's one thing for the issue to happen, the offending partner apologizes, begs you, try to make things work, and you finally accept to forgive. After that moment, there are steps you should take to build back that relationship, and we'll be looking at some of the steps. Number one, do not ignore the cause of the affair. You find time to talk with your partner. Give him time. You discuss this matter without inciting trouble, without causing, without dwelling on intimate details. When I mean intimate details, I mean give him room, give her room, give your spouse the room to explain how the whole issue occurred and everything. And after that, you bury it. You forgive totally. Another common mistake you should avoid is bringing in a third party. The moment you reconcile, you bring in a third party to mediate. When a third party comes into a relationship, it becomes gossip, because you trust yourself not to tell someone, but you've told the third partner. How much do you trust the third partner not to tell any other person? Thereby, you're putting your relationship in the open. Try as much as possible not to bring a third partner. Now, another thing you should do to breed healthy relationship after reconciliation is show empathy. Learn to put yourself in their space. If a partner cheats and apologizes sincerely, show empathy, show love. Yes, there will be instances where you have this fear. If he doesn't come home on time, or is it that he's cheating again or stuff, knock that paranoia feeling out of your head, because by so doing, you'll be able to rebuild that trust again. And that whoever was at fault, learn to make certain adjustments to help build back the foundation of your relationship. Now, another factor you should also, which is also a key factor, a lot of people communicate a lot. You communicate a lot through social media. You have issues with your partner, that is the right time you want to post cryptic messages on WhatsApp, on status, on Facebook, on social media handles, thereby creating a crack or an opening for people to start taking guesses what could be happening with this person. Avoid putting your relationship out there in the open. After reconciliation, there are so many steps you should take. Social media isn't one of them. Work silently on building your trust. Work silently on building your partner's trust. If you are the offending partner, work tirelessly in making that partner believe that what had happened was a mistake and you don't intend it to happen. Taking to social media as a victim of that relationship, to air your view, to post things, cryptic messages would discourage your partner. Another thing one mistake you shouldn't also do is do not live in constant fear. Because your partner cheated and has apologized, you are a couple. You're working on building this relationship back to how it was. If a party is not putting in 100%, and let me tell you one thing, the mind is a deep place. The moment you start having this thought like, I gave it my all, and what did I get in return? Cheating. Why should I give it my all? That is where the problem starts. You have to work on your relationship like nothing ever happened. That is a major factor that will build that relationship. Now, this goes to the offending partner. At that point in time, you are not on the same level you used to be with your partner. You are beginning to build trust. So there are certain things you would have to make do with. Because there wasn't an issue of infidelity before now, you could tell your woman, I want to hang out with the boys, and she wouldn't have fears. But now when you tell her that, she would have a reservation. Cut ties with frequent outing, cut ties with frequent calls, cut ties with frequent events, because at that time you are not at liberty to be partying. You are trying to build a trust. When the trust is being built, it shouldn't be built by mere words. It should be by your action. It should be by the things you do. Now, once you build that trust, you realize that over time she begins to come around, he begins to come around. And do not remind your partner of whatever triggered. Whenever you have issues, do not bring up this issue of whatever had happened. He or she had apologized, your spouse had apologized. When you have a fresh argument, do not dig up old stories. Do not bring it back to his or her face. Oh, you did this, you did that, because that shows that you are hanging on to something and you're not ready to let go. And if you are not ready to let go, you're not ready to build back the relationship. Another mistake you shouldn't make is when things like this happen in a relationship, try not to make a hasty decision. Sometimes children are involved. In most cases, they are not. In some cases, they are. A hasty decision would affect not just you, but will affect everybody around you. If your partner cheats and you feel like after reconciliation you're not getting yourself up for therapy, you could go together so that at that point a third party, a therapist, a certified therapist, a professional will be able to outline issues, and you guys will be able to bear your mind and work on certain things yourself. Do not rule out therapy. Don't think you can handle it alone, because constant reminders, there will be paranoia. Days you call his phone maybe 2 or 3 times, you call her phone 2 or 3 times and she doesn't pick. Your mind begins to play a quick one on you. Could it be that he is cheating again? Could it be that my spouse is cheating again? And all those things would also affect your relationship. Learn to pray together. Learn to take yourself out on moments where you could pour out your mind, and do not stop doing the things you do. As a woman, do not limit your jobs to certain things like, okay, I gave it my all, now I'm going to give it 50%. Nobody ever builds a house with half material and expect that house to come out strong. It will crumble. So these are the common mistakes you should not do. And while you're working at it, learn to correct your step, correct your mistakes. Do not bring in a third party to your relationship, so that you will not start getting advices that would affect your relationship. With this, you'll be able to push and project your relationship to a better level. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again in our next episode. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share, so that a lot of people could learn and the world could be a better place for us all. Have a wonderful day.